Titans Legion Talk, episode number 11. My name's Coaster. We've got a great show tonight and a very big show. We've got Brad Myles, we've got the game against Manly, we've got a new signing, and we've got a lot of fans having their say. So let's just not muck around tonight. Let's just jump in and get straight to it. Straight off the bat, let's get some massive news out of the way. We have signed Nate Myles for, I think it's 4 years. Now, what a great player Nate is. I spoke about him last week in the podcast. A real person that will step in and do those 1% plays that we have relied on guys like Nathan Friend, LaFranchi and Myers in the past. Now, with those three going, we really needed somebody to step up and take control of that ruck, and Nate is state of origin material. He is a quality forward, and I'm absolutely stoked with this signing. It's one of the best we've had. In other news, big congratulations to our two origin stars, Ashley Harrison and Greg Bird, playing on both sides. Now, I hope Harrison obviously beats Bird near to death come state of origin time, because I'm a proud Queenslander. But look, I hope they boys both, I know they'll do the club proud, and look, let's hope for no injuries out of it. And great games from both of them, with Ashley winning it about 66-0. Now, you'll have to excuse my voice tonight. I'm a bit croaky. You can hear me a bit wheezy. Now, look, it was a big night at the football last night, Monday Night Football. We hosted Manly. We went down again, but there were some promising signs. The boys are really stuck in. They stuck solid. They gave them a good run for their money. There was some good signs, but still got a long way to go this season. But Manly are one of the top, 5 teams. So we might not be in the top 5 teams as yet, but we don't need to be yet. We just need to scrape into the 8, and then we can dust these guys off when we get the chance. Now, even though the boys didn't perform on the field last night, the Legion were there pumping it hard. Now, not many people at the ground, about 12,500, but Legion were in full voice again. We had a big night planned because one of our favourite sons, Brad Myles, Big Red, the lumberjack, he has officially retired, and he was kind enough to come down to the Legion. Now, the Legion, we all made red beards, and they were, they look fantastic. Big props to Dave and Rhonda and Dan and all the people that helped out with making the beards. It was a big effort to do that on a Saturday, and look, they made about 40 of them, and we all pinned them to our face. And Big Red, he come down, and I caught up with him.
All right, this is Coaster here, and we've got the special man of the day, Brad Myles. How are you, buddy?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good, mate. Well, the Legion's gone all out for you today. We've got a little bit of red tinge.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Oh, it's great. It's, I don't know how I'm lost, really. Means a lot. It's great. Thanks heaps.
Mate, well, thank you, buddy. You've been an absolute pleasure to watch on the field this year, all the years that you've been with us. And, mate, we're so glad you come back from the UK to have a stick with us. And, mate, are you going to settle down on the Gold Coast now, or what's the plan?
I'll be hanging around here for a while, probably forever. I guess I love it down here. It's good. So I'll keep popping in and make sure I come home and say good day over the years.
Mate, you will never buy a beer as long as you come and say hello. Thanks very much, mate.
Cheers.
Thanks, buddy. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
And I stand by my word, Red. If dead set, mate, if you ever come down to the Legion, I will shout you beers all night, son. You have been a great servant for the Titans and one of our favourite sons, as I say. And mate, look, you'll never be a part of us, mate. You're part of the family. The same with the guys that are leaving this year, LaFranchi and Fran. We love these boys, and we appreciate what you guys do for us on the field. Now, we didn't go that great on the field last night. There was a little bit of a rumour going around at one stage that Katy Perry was going to be there, which I by reading Twitter, had Georgie Rose in a bit of a, I don't know, I think he stayed off a couple of pies just before a run-on, just so he'd look in shape. But she didn't turn up, which is a shame, because she would have seen the boys putting in quite a good effort. But, look, I caught up with a couple of other fans around the game last night. One of the main questions I was asking them last night was about how the experience is at Skilled. And there's a few interesting but almost unanimous in their responses. The same thing kept cropping up. I'll let you have a listen.
Hey, it's Coaster down here, and we're in the Legion tonight. We've got Adam. How you going, Adam?
Oh, not too bad tonight.
And we've just watched the 20s get up, mate. First win of the year. How good's that?
What a great finish that was. They showed some enthusiasm there.
And we got the boys over the line, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we were giving some cheering down here.
It's good, mate. Good to see. Mate, I'm going to ask you a question. What do you think about the facilities here at Skill Park? They're all good, aren't they?
The place and everything's great. There's just some pricing that's a bit average with the food and drinks. Yeah, the food is definitely expensive, and the drinks, like you can't even have a couple of drinks and you got no bloody money left.
Have you got kids, mate, or?
Yeah, I got a boy that'll bring you every time, and I struggle to buy him food every time. It just becomes so expensive week in, week out doing it.
It does, mate, it does. And so if there was like a sausage sizzle or something like that, obviously that'd be more enticing to families.
Mate, if Bunnings and all other places can do it as fundraisers, there's no reason they can't do stuff like that here as well.
I agree, mate. And let's hope the boys get over the line in the main game tonight.
Oh, yeah, hopefully they'll do just as good.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks for talking to me, Adam.
No worries.
All right, buddy. All right, we're at the end of the game and another disappointing loss by the Titans. And I'm here with Adam. Mate, how are you?
A bit gutted, actually.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Bit of a crappy game, but I feel like the refs done us in again.
Yeah.
As below par as they're performing, I feel like the refs are doing this every week. And even Gavin Badger, I've said nothing but nice things about in the past, so I feel like he really screwed us this week.
Well, I reckon they're under directives, mate.
Yeah.
Slow the Titans down. There was 3 teams last year that played fast. That was the Roosters, the Raiders, and the Titans. And look where all 3 of them are sitting this year on the ladder.
Got to cut down the 12 hoppies, bring them back to the pack.
Dead right. So Mr. Gallup's got his friggin' salary cap working nicely, so they say.
At every point they want to bring him back to the pack. Don't want to reward excellence.
No, that's right, mate. Except if it's St. George.
Yeah.
Then it's all full speed ahead. Yeah. Mate, I've got to ask you about the stadium tonight. How did you find, the beer situation and the food situation?
The beer situation, I don't really drink that much of the footy anymore. I can't afford it, first of all. Well, also, even at $6.60, it should be an even dollar amount at least, because it's a bugger funding change even when you can afford to buy beer.
Yeah.
But I actually used to work for the mod that does the catering here.
Really?
I worked for him a couple of years ago at sporting events when I had a bit of trouble with work.
Yep.
And they throw out so much beer, they could, if they got people to work, a little bit tighter and protect their margins, they could sell it for half the price and still make a profit, because the amount of beer that just goes down the drain with this mod, you can tell that the margin is that just wide, that they could sell it for $3 or $4 and still make a profit.
And what about the food, mate?
I never eat here.
No. And why is that? Is it price or quality or?
Too much for too little quality. And I'm by myself, man. I can't imagine what it's like trying to feed kids.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks very much for having a chat to us, Adam, and I'll talk to you on the next one, mate.
Cool.
We're at the end of the game here again, and I've got Sam and Pete, and Sam's going to tell us about your night at the football. How do you go to the football? You got memberships, obviously, you and Pete do?
Yeah, we got memberships. We have to leave the kids at home just because it's too expensive to, not so much the tickets, but it's actually feeding them.
Really?
At the football, $5.40 for one hot dog. I bought 12 hot dogs for my kids at home with my mum tonight, and it cost me $9.
Yeah. So, how many kids have you got?
3.
So you leave those kids at home because it's too expensive to come to the football with them?
Yeah, to feed them.
Really? So, and the oldest one is nearly 12, is that?
I've got an 11-year-old and a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old.
They love the football.
And they love the football?
Yeah, I had my 11-year-old in tears last week because she couldn't come to the football.
Is that right? And about the food quality, when you do get them here, if you could afford to give them, would you feed that to your kids? Or?
Well, you have to, don't you?
Yeah. I seen you munching on a hot dog tonight. What was it like?
Oh, it's crap, but you've got to eat it, don't you? Because there's nothing else to have.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. It's like you're forced into a corner, and
eat it or go hungry.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, thanks very much. And I see the person you're with tonight actually won William Zillman's jersey from his back.
Yeah, he's got it at the moment, but I plan on stealing that.
Yeah, I think so. Swap him with a wet tea towel. He wouldn't know the difference.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, I hope to see you at the Bulldogs game, yes?
We shall be there.
All right. Yeah. See you then.
So, Sandra, what do you think about the catering here at Skilled Park?
Well, I don't usually buy anything because it's too expensive. And it makes it hard because, especially on Friday and Monday nights, coming straight from work, and I'm still hungry, but I can't afford it, and I can imagine that it would keep a lot of other people coming because of the price of it.
Okay, Marcus, so what do you think of the catering at Skilled Park?
Well, I don't agree with it. It is quite expensive, and what I'd actually do is I bring sandwiches and a cordial and coffee with me each game and sit watch the boys battle it out.
Thank you very much, all the interviewers there, Adam, Sam, Pete and Marcus and everybody else. And look, and Brad especially for helping me out get those. But common theme, catering and how expensive food and drink is. Now, we've said this in the past on these podcasts, and like Marcus explained on the very last interview, it doesn't have to be expensive. We can bring our own stuff in. So make sure you bring sandwiches, cordial, that sort of gear in. Bring your own, okay? Don't give the catering company anything if you don't have to. So make sure we bring our own stuff, and let's make it a cheap night at the football and get more people to the game. So spread the word, people. Now, Brad caught up with Michael O'Brien from the catering service, and this is what he had to say.
G'day, it's Die Hard here, and I'm standing here with Michael O'Brien, and it's only really fair that we give him a right of reply. So do you have anything to say, Michael?
She wants me gold, eh? Well, you won't be getting my gold.
Great work there, Die Hard, interviewing the man of the moment, Michael O'Brien. Now, last weekend, our roving reporter, Rhonda, she went to Murderball up at Boondall. Now, I spoke about this last week on the podcast. The Titans boys were playing up there. They went along. They loved it. Honestly, both sides loved it. I think the boys really appreciated some of the Titans fans getting up there and having a chat to them. And look, the guys that went up there just absolutely just have been raving about it all week, which is great to see. She caught up with Ben from the Titans Murderball team, and this is what they had to say.
Hi, I'm out at the Entertainment Centre, and we've been here this afternoon, some of the Legion. We've been watching the Titans wheelchair rugby squad, and I got to tell you, man, these guys are tough. And I've been lucky enough to catch up with Ben, and Ben's the captain. How are you, Ben?
I'm doing all right. It was a pretty tough weekend, so didn't get the results that we were after, but yeah, it's always good to get out and have a bit of a hit around.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the game, because we were trying to work out the rules some of the time.
Yeah, well, we have reinforced wheelchairs that have got lots of plating and stuff like that on them. And we have 4 players on the court at any one time, and that cannot exceed 8 points. So every player has a different classification of points based on how high or low their function is. So it's a very tactical game. It's about making the right combination of high pointers and low pointers to have a really balanced team in attack and defence.
Is it as hard and as rough as it looks? Because I got to tell you, you guys came screaming towards us a couple of times, and we do have some video of it. And I got to tell you, I was frightened.
It's very tough. It's very tough. It's a lot of it is the noise and the spectacle of it. So it's not as dangerous as it looks or sounds, I suppose. But it's very tough. The chairs are very heavy, and we're always bumping off each other and pushing around and sprinting and stopping and sprinting and stopping, and yeah, so it gets very tiring at the end of a tournament.
So you would have to train reasonably hard for this, guys?
Very hard. I'm in the Australian squad as well. So for the Titans team, we do two night training sessions a week, and we have a social comp that we run another night. So there's 3 sessions there, and for the Australian squad, I do 3 court sessions and 2 gym sessions on top of all of that.
Wow, that is intense. And I hear that one of you guys the other day went down and give young Flash Gordon a bit of a go in the chair. How did he go?
He went pretty well. He went pretty well, yeah. That's what I've heard.
Well, I believe that was Chris, is that right?
Yeah, that was Chris. He's quite new to the game. He actually has moved up this year from Canberra to play rugby with us and for the Aussie team, and he's living with me even. So we're living and breathing wheelchair rugby at the moment.
Well, we actually christened him Flash on Wheels because he's pretty fast out there.
He's very fast off the mark especially. His acceleration is very, very good.
Well, I'd like to say thank you very much for having us out here today. We've had an absolute ball. Costa, I know you like things tough and hard, so if you want to get out and watch something, and I would ask all the Legion guys and everyone who loves any kind of sport, but especially these guys, because these are Titans guys, you've got to get behind them and support them. So, yeah, I believe you're in Sydney next, is that correct?
Yeah, we play in Sydney round 3 of the National Wheelchair Rugby League. It's in about a month's time. So on the Queen's birthday weekend, you can check out our Facebook page, Queensland Wheelchair Rugby. It's facebook.com/QLD Rugby, and we put up all the dates and our game times and everything on there.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ben, for having a chat with us. As I said, we've had an absolute blast. So sorry if we got a bit loud, but we enjoyed it.
It's been great having you guys come out. It was awesome having a cheer squad.
Thank you very much.
Cool, thank you.
Over to you, Costa.
Thank you very much, Rhonda and Ben. Look, honestly, that's a really good, great interview, and this is the absolute thing about being a Legion supporter. We don't just support our main boys, we support all the guys from the under-16s to the under-18s to the under-20s to the Queensland Cup feeder teams to the main side to the wheelchair rugby league team, and look, anyone that's associated with the Titans, it's a part of being a family, and we're the Titans family, all of us together. And what we see projected on a Monday night that runs around on the football field is just one part of that family. And, okay, it might be a very large part, but it's still only one part. And everybody in the Legion is also a part. So make sure you stay strong, people. Now, don't forget, we're on Twitter now too, so you can follow me at Legion Coaster or the Gold Coast Titans at GC Titans, and a lot of players are on there. It's a great little thing, and I'm probably way behind everybody else. You're probably already on there, but also Titans Legion, get on there and follow us all and keep up to date with what's going on in the world of Legion. Well, we had a lot of interviews tonight, people, so look, there was a lot to get through. We've got the bye this week, so look, let's hope we win that. It might be a guaranteed 2 points, but the way we're going, nothing's guaranteed. Gallup might find a way to take that off us, but look, just I hate to leave on a sad note, but young Kyla, the young girl that was passed away yesterday at Robina, and her family, Doug and Mel go to the same school as young Kyla and have been part of their birthday parties and stuff over the last couple of weeks, and they know them very well, and look, our hearts and prayers go out to you guys and to the families involved. It's just one of those things. It's absolutely horrific. There's nothing I can say that makes sense of any of that, and look, I hope you guys know that the Legion, as I say, we're a part of a family, and you guys are a part of it, and I hope you pull through. And I'll see you next week. I'm Coaster signing out.
My life is still trying to get up that